Hello, my friends. This is a video about a recent event in American Hollywood life that's getting huge amounts of public attention, which is on Sunday evening, March 27th in Los Angeles, California. Actor Will Smith went up to the stage during the Oscar awards night, went up to the stage and slapped Chris Rock, who is a comedian and the MC, and people were stunned and shocked by this. And I want to show you the astrology behind this event and how we interpret it and how we can use it to help people who are involved in situations like this. And I'm going to show you an evidence-based system of astrology known as vibrational astrology to see how this works. And using vibrational astrology, we see the motivations and the dynamics that are involved, and we can see what information would help Will Smith or anybody else in a situation like this to better handle the situation in the future. And our theory in vibrational astrology is that disturbing events, sudden outbursts like this, happen from the planets Saturn and Uranus, and when there's a direct action involved, as in this case, the slapping, the getting up and going up and slapping someone, Mars as well. So Mars, Saturn, and Uranus in what we call 11 vibration is the most common. Sometimes it will happen in 8 vibration. So this is what we do. And at the bottom of this slide, I've got here highlighted, we apply the model to the event. We have a clear model. We don't jump around to any association we happen to notice. Like people will say, oh, Will Smith has Moon in Scorpio and Scorpio gets nasty. That can be true, but can we use that to predict these kind of events happening in the future, to understand what's going on and to validate what's going on? So we have clear rules, we have a clear model, and we apply the model. And when we apply the model, we immediately see it. Boom. Staring at us clear as day. So what we do is we just create a bi-wheel and we put what we call the 11 vibration chart of Will Smith in the inner ring. We put the transits at the time of the event in the outer ring in 11 vibration. We've converted everything to 11 vibration. Now, if you're not familiar with vibrational charts and so on, don't worry about it. It's just a way to see, you might say, beats or rhythms in the cosmos. And when you set up the cosmos to the 11 vibration, why 11 vibration? Because when there's a disturbance, 11 vibration is almost always involved, especially with Uranus, often Saturn and Uranus. And there it is, and it's clear. Oh my God. I mean, it took me 2 minutes to see this. I mean, I just pulled up the charts, looked at the bi-wheel, and there it is. In the inner ring is Will Smith's 11 vibration chart. Where is his Uranus? 28 Virgo. Where is transiting Saturn? 28 Capricorn. A very tight trine. Where is Will Smith's natal Saturn? 19 Sag. 19 Sagittarius. Where is transiting Uranus in 11 vibration? 19 Cancer. Extremely tight quincunx. We have transiting Saturn aspecting natal Uranus, transiting Uranus aspecting natal Saturn, and transiting Mars is conjunct natal Mars. Boom, there it is, clear, obvious, a very disturbing period of time for Will Smith. It's that simple. You just take the rules, apply them, look at them, and you will see them. Now, if you want to master vibrational astrology, it can take a couple of years. There's a lot of details, obviously, but the basic principles are very, very simple. If there's a disturbing event, look at 11 vibration, look at Uranus, do a bi-wheel of 11 vibration charts, and very often you'll be stunned at how simple and straightforward and clear it is. So astrology really works, the rules really work, and you can see these things. Now, I have some slides here that show how we zoom in to see in greater detail. These are what we call overtones of the basic vibration. These are 3 levels of overtones. This is a very sophisticated system of astrological interpretation. I describe all this in detail in over an hour of videos at a website astrologydc.com. Astrologydc.com, you pay for it, not a lot of money, it's $5 a month or $55 a year, and you get access to all this additional information and live monthly class, etc. But just to let you know, we can go in and see in great detail what these vibrations are, what's going on, and we can interpret it. And what we find is that Will Smith was caught off guard by this very disturbing, erratic energy of that night. He did not have a good strategy for what to do with it. He just kind of lost it. He saw his wife looking very upset at a joke that Chris Rock made. The Saturn Uranus is directly about what structures do we have in place and do they set us free or not? And he's very disturbed by all this and not having a strategy, a plan. He does the first thing that occurs to him to do, and he goes up and he slaps Chris Rock, and it was the wrong thing to do. But we can see why it happened. We can see what we need to do if Will Smith was our client, to help him understand what this energy flow is, how it can be directed in different ways, how you can prepare for it, how you can build habits so that that's not the first thing you go to. And all of us are prone to make these kind of mistakes when an unusual planetary configuration builds up and we don't know exactly what to do about it. And here we make a graph based on the kind of planetary configurations that occurred at that moment that are very disturbing, very disruptive, very impatient. And I've made a graph for 2 years for Will Smith based on this 11 vibration. This is all 11 vibration disturbances. And right here, this highest peak over 2 years is the time of the event where Will Smith slaps Chris Rock. Right there where that red circle is. We can graph, we can visualize, we can test. There we have a book, The Astrology of Bipolar Disorder, a Scientific Breakthrough, that goes through the extensive years and years and years of research with databases, testing, evaluating, testing it with new data, confirming. It's so exciting that this whole new world of well-developed evidence-based astrology that you can apply directly, it actually works. And so what we have now is people in academia and research institutes getting excited about this. Astrologers not responding yet with as much enthusiasm as people who are professors and researchers, because they're recognizing, oh my gosh, this is a tool that actually works and it makes sense and it meets all the criteria for an evidence-based practice. Here's some of the detailed information that we get out of the software about what was going on and how we build the model for anything we want. And then here's some more detailed information that I describe at length in the full videos. It, like I said, takes over an hour. I have it in 2 parts, a 30-minute and then a 40-minute section, where I go through these same slides but in great detail for those who want to master this kind of astrology and be able to practice it. Here we talk about strategies that we can develop with the client for dealing with this kind of energy flow, and how we can get more productive, healthier, more positive results. So evidence-based astrology, number one, uses well-defined rules. Number two, we take these rules and we apply them to any situation that a person is experiencing, such as this event that happened where Will Smith slaps Chris Rock at this event, at this award ceremony. It was very unusual, very disturbing. It's affected a lot of people discussing it and so on. So we have rules, we can apply them to understand situations. We use data visualization, such as the astrosignature forecast graph that I just showed you. It predicts future times that are inclined to the same behavior. It helps us evaluate how well the astrosignature works. And we're able to provide people useful information And again, this is explained in great detail in the book, Astrology, a Bipolar Disorder, a Scientific Breakthrough, which at this moment you can only get by clicking on a button at astrologydc.com. Within the next few months, by summer of 2022, it should be available through Amazon.com and other book outlets. So this vibrational astrology, it's a very different form of astrology. It's an evidence-based system that's, as I said, becoming, it's growing rapidly within, among professors and some areas of industry. So, therefore becoming more and more controversial as this system of astrological analysis is moving rapidly mainstream. Astrologers are slower to get excited about it, but it is moving into the mainstream of society rapidly. And lastly, what we use this astrology for is to discover solutions to improve the lives of people. And here are some resources for different information. You can go to Google and Google something like classes by vibrational astrologers. You'll find several astrologers giving classes. There are several books. There's the astrologydc.com, and there's an annual vibrational astrology conference. It's a live in-person conference, not an online conference. It was online for 2 years because of the pandemic, but in general it will be live in North Florida in a town called Gainesville, Florida, in the first weekend in March. So that's it. That this question about what was going on with Will Smith, how do we think about this? This is how we see it through the lens of vibrational astrology. I'm just giving a quick overview here. I'm now at about 12 minutes. For those people who want to dive deep into it, like I said, I have another version of this video that's over an hour long. But for the general public to just catch up and they want to get an idea of what's going on with vibrational astrology, what's going on with current events, making these quicker, shorter videos to give you some idea of some of the things that we're seeing and how we have analyzed it and what we think can be done in regards to them. I also made one recently about the Ukrainian war. So we'll take hot button issues and tell you some of the things that we see with them, and then also have a deeper analysis at astrologydc.com for people who want to pursue this in more detail. Thank you very much for listening, my friends. God bless. Namaste.